How can Zeno's paradox be explained simply? Have you ever wondered how movement works when it seems like you can never really get there? This question takes us back to Zeno of Elea, a Greek philosopher from the 5th century before Common Era. He created a series of puzzles that challenge our understanding of motion. One of his most famous puzzles is known as Zeno's paradox. At the heart of Zeno's paradox is the idea that space and time can be divided endlessly. Picture yourself walking across a bustling agora in Athens. Before you can reach the other side, you must first get to the halfway point. But before you can reach that halfway point, you need to get to the quarterway point. This process continues infinitely, suggesting that you can never actually complete your journey. This specific puzzle is called the dichotomy paradox. It seems to argue that, since any distance can be split into an infinite number of smaller distances, you would need to complete an infinite number of steps to arrive at your destination. From this viewpoint, motion appears impossible. However, modern mathematics and physics show us a different picture. Even though you can divide a distance into infinitely many parts, the total of those parts is still a finite distance. Imagine each step you take is half the size of the previous one. As you keep walking, those smaller steps add up to the total distance you want to cover. In simpler terms, you can cross an infinite number of points in a limited amount of time. Each step gets smaller and smaller, but the total time needed to reach your goal remains finite. So, while Zeno's paradox seems to suggest that motion is impossible, in reality, you can walk from one place to another without any issues. As you travel in Greece, you might come across ancient sites or paths that Zeno himself once walked. His paradox serves as a reminder of how Greek thinkers challenged the nature of reality and our experiences. Even though it seems like you cannot move, the paradox is more about our perception of space, time, and infinity. To sum it up, Zeno's paradox illustrates that if you keep breaking down a journey into smaller steps, it seems like you can never finish. But in reality, you can complete the journey because the sum of all those tiny steps is still a distance you can cover in a reasonable time. This concept is not just a thought experiment. It shows how ancient Greek philosophy continues to shape our understanding of the world today.